And welcome back, everyone. You know, going back to school is more than just stocking up on notebooks and pencils. Clearly, and this has been going on for some time, school now going high-tech.
To keep things more simple for families, Geek Squad agents are called, I always feel bad saying that.
It's not an insult, no.
You to go wireless. And joining us this morning is Agent Nathan Ziehnert. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so for those of us who are not computer savvy, and I'll admit, exactly. What is Wi-Fi? Let's start with that.
Well, Wi-Fi for agents is an excuse for us to have internet 24 hours a day. For the civilian, wireless is going to be the convenience of being able to be anywhere in your home and still be able to access the internet, access your email, do business, and basically wherever you feel most comfortable doing your work.
Okay, and back us up even one step. It's the you're portable basically anywhere in the house.
Yeah,
for instance,
exactly.
You know, so you've got a central, what is it? Computer base. Yeah, there you go.
Wireless router.
Okay.
Broadcasts a wireless signal, and it actually allows.
That's this part, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We were talking about before, Steve. We were talking about just how far technology has really come, and then how big of a role it plays in schools, even on an elementary school level, right?
Yeah, definitely. Wireless can actually help end the wireless tug of war, or the internet tug of war that kind of goes on when you're in home. It allows multiple people to get on the computer at the same time and access the internet rather than kind of fighting for the one computer that gets on the internet. You can actually have a Geek Squad agent come out and set it up so you can have file and print sharing between multiple computers and be able to access the internet at the same time.
Okay. What about on a high school level when they have more projects and stuff? How would that come to play?
Well, with more projects, who really wants to have a study group at home anymore? Right. You can actually have a combination with like all three of these pieces of equipment, a wireless enabled cell phone, a router, and a computer. You can actually create mobile study groups where you can be on the internet, you know, just about anywhere where you have a cell phone reception and create just like a little wireless network so everybody can be on the internet at the same time.
That's amazing.
Okay. So, and more students now, I mean, it's a part of the classroom too, right?
Yeah,
you know, instead of paper and pencil or whatever, talk about that a little bit.
Well, for the college age, if you still prefer to take like notes on pen and paper, they've actually made digital pens that can remember what you've written down so you can transfer it to your computer later and have digital versions of your notes. And on top of that, if your college student happens to have an iPod or the latest MP3 player on their Christmas list, consider it more of like a study tool.
Okay.
College professors are actually starting to podcast their lectures so you can catch up on missed class or study for the big exam.
Okay, take us back one step. Podcast, that means?
Basically, it's like an MP3 version or just a little file that has.
So they do their lecture before a camera or whatever.
Before a camera, so you can have video podcasts, or you could have like a music podcast, which is just the lecture itself.
Okay. So it's like books on tape.
Books on tape, pretty much.
But now it's lecture on computer.
See, I actually understand what he's saying, which is a good thing, because that's what you're doing. Is that, you know, you have all these terminologies, but you break it down and explain to people without them being intimidated.
Yeah.
Right?
The beauty of being a Geek Squad agent is it's not about just fixing a computer and getting out. It's more, you know, explaining technology in a way that makes sense to civilians, and in addition, getting the most out of all that technology that you might have. Okay,
now I think typically you guys have made a name for yourself by going to people's homes, but now actually you have an office people can stop by and just kind of ask a lot of questions like we've been doing during the commercial breaks, right? Yeah,
you bet. Geek Squad agents are available at precincts nationwide. Some inside of Best Buys. You actually have some kiosks inside of Office Depots where you can talk to a live agent. And we also have a store on 6th and Broadway.
Right.
Okay, I love it.
So you shouldn't be ashamed or feel intimidated to come in and ask some real basic questions and say, I'm trying to understand this. That's what you guys are about.
You bet.
Okay, for more information, go to thedenverchannel.com and click on As Seen on 7 News. Thanks so much. Appreciate you being here.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right, check the weather.
All new